All right, so hello everyone. My name is Tamara, and I just wanted to do a video about like if you are a Christian and you're living holy, and you're just striving better. And when I say living holy, not that you got it all together, or no, or that you're just doing everything perfect, but that you know that you're not who you used to be, and you're moving forward, and you just really in a place of or a mindset of you will overcome any and everything that will come against you, especially knowing where you come from or what you've been into or what you did. Nobody really know your story. I just want to encourage you to keep going, even when naysayers, when people say, "Oh, you think you're better than them," or when people say, "She's too holy" or "He's too holy," whatever that means, but that he's too holy or she's too holy. Now, granted, there are people who live on the mountaintop and they're just like over the top. But just because you want to have clean fun, you don't want to fornicate anymore, and you just trying to live right, doesn't make you a bad person. And so if you may be feeling rejected, maybe even in your own church, I don't know. I'm just saying, you may be feeling rejected in your own church. You may be feeling rejected on your job. You may be feeling rejected with your family, or whatever the case may be. And I'm not trying to put, conflict between you or anybody. I'm just saying to just stay encouraged, and to don't worry about what other people have to say about you. Don't worry about what they think or how they feel, because one thing I've come to learn in this year is that the more you become free and the more you become like God, or you become what he desired you to be, the more people don't like you. Sounds weird. You would think that they would love you even more because you're free, you're delivered, and you're striving for perfection, and you're not taking no mess, that they would like you. Now, all of this come from because this last year, just want to share a little bit with you. This last year, I have experienced a lot of the same things in a lot of different areas in my life. I have experienced people who I thought were close friends to me, just no exaggeration, just cut me completely off for no reason, and it hurt me. I have experienced my fellow believers, or fellow sisters and brothers in the faith, quote unquote, supposed to be right, say that I'm too holy, or not like me, for whatever the case may be. Now, granted, I forgive them, not upset, don't lose any sleep or anything over them. But what it can do, it can cause you to think that maybe it really is you. Maybe it's something about you, and you just have to allow God to speak to you to let you know that it ain't you. It's really that you are either one or two things. You are becoming what they really desire to be, and maybe they feel like they just can't get there, but they can. But maybe they feel like they can't get there, they can't be that free. Or you're just getting close to God, and they don't want to be close to God. And so, my sister Amira Carson, if you want to follow her or find her on Facebook, she said something that really hit me. I was already going to make this video, but when she said that, it really just, inspired me to make the video, just to encourage you. Because, well, she said that she was talking about relationships and things that she has been through in relationships, and how a lot of times as women, we may internalize rejection. And I began to think about it, and I was like, wow, God, that's really what I've been trying to say. That's it, that we internalize rejection. And, she said it in a relationship standpoint, of a man and a woman. But I would just like to look at that from a wider, just a broader view. And you could look at it as mommy, daddy, or friendship, or social. Well, friendship is social. or your job or whatever. Because when I say I have experienced some form of rejection, some form of backbiting, some form of gossip, whatever, for whatever reason. And I'm not even going to say that it's because they're jealous. I don't know. But I know that in this season, what God has also showed me is that there has been a need for me to be approved by others. If I could just be transparent with you, there's been a need for me to be approved by others. And in this, I have prayed before, Lord God, help me to be happy with who I am and help me to be happy with me. And who knew that in this year that all of this stuff would happen? And some of you that maybe know me or maybe watching may be like, well, what happened? It wasn't nothing really dramatic. It's just stuff that got back to my ears that I know other people may have said. And this is not to put anybody down. I promise you, I pray for them. I pray that God bless them. I pray that God free them. But I also thank them, because if it wasn't for some of the stuff that has happened in my life, if it be work, school, church, whatever, in this year, I wouldn't have been able to identify the fact that I need to be happy with me. I need to be happy with where I'm at, who I am, what I'm doing, and just be honest with me. And if I want to wear, let's just say something as small as this. I was on the bus today, and of course, you guys see I have a braided bob. Which was inspired by another young lady who had a braided bob, and I was like, she did that. Let me try it. So I had this braided bob, and I'm on a bus today, and I had my headphones on, and these young ladies, they began to talk about me, but they did not know I could hear them. And so I'm like, and so the one girl, she was like, yeah, I'm gonna get them braids when, I'm gonna get them braids, I'm gonna get them kind of braids next. And the one girl was like, whatever, them braids is a mess, blah blah blah, whatever. Basically saying like the style was old or whatever. But I begin to think, you do what's in, I do what I like. But even it's something as small as that, I'm telling you, the enemy could use even that to make me feel like, well, maybe I shouldn't have got this, or maybe they are right, maybe this is not cute, maybe this is not in, and maybe it's not in, but it's in for me. And so I just say, do you in the sense of whatever that means between you and God, and where God has you, or what you're doing, do you. Nobody knows the fasting, the praying, the crying, the tears, the scriptures, the going in, the casting out, or whatever that you had to go through to get to where you are. So don't let nobody, stunt your praise. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you're being too holy, or whatever the case may be. If that's where you find freedom, baby, do you find freedom in that place? If you just feeling rejected at this time, I tell you, I can honestly say God is pulling me closer and closer to Him. And I don't know what He's doing, but I do know He's doing something great. So you keep watching, because, and I don't say that in a boastful way, but I believe it wholeheartedly that He is doing something great. And whatever it is, it's preparing me for my time. It's preparing me for when I am really displayed on a greater platform for whatever it is. And it could be singing, it could be teaching, I don't know what it is. It could be with hairstyling. I don't care what it is, but I just know that God is doing something great. So I just encourage you, if you feel lonely, if you feel rejected, if you're not a part of the crew, you're not a part of the clique, you can't seem to get in on your job or at your church or whatever the case may be, you separated for a reason, and you stay separated until God releases you or brings those kind of people that need to be in your life. And another thing, last thing, I used to be upset like, dang, God, before I was saved, I had a whole lot of friends, which I did. Well, honestly, I can say I had a whole lot of associates. We loved each other, but see, I understand that a real friend would stick by you through whatever, okay? I had a whole lot of friends in the circle, even if you could, not that you will ask my mama, but my mom could vouch. Evelyn can vouch for the fact that I had a lot of friends, and it was a whole lot of us. And so if I got saved or whatever, and the more I began to get closer to God, the circle became smaller to the point that I can count how many good friends I have on my one hand. No exaggeration. I used to hear a lot of older people say that. Yeah, I kept all my good friends on one hand. And I was like, child, they crazy. I got a lot of them. But don't trip that your circle is not 15 people. Don't trip that your circle is not 30 or 20 people. If you got one good one, baby, you rock with that one good one. Because it's that one good one that can get you through, that one good one that can get a prayer through, that one good one that can teach you the word, that one good one that can laugh, joke with you, that one good one that you can let your hair down with, and they know you ain't tripping, and that, that some stuff is just a joke and they not looking at you no kind of way. You know what I mean? And I just want to shout out the legacy right now. I just think the legacy, they know who they are. Salima, Sade, Drees, y'all know if I miss anybody, whatever. This is not BET Awards. Why am I giving shout outs? But just the point is, if your clique is small, your circle is small, it's cool. You know what I mean? It's cool. If you by yourself, it's cool. One thing my pastor said the other day in Bible study, and I'm telling you, if you in the Philadelphia area, Jersey area, New York area, wherever, we got people from Maryland, Colesville, Pennsylvania, they come all over just to the heart of Philadelphia to come to 521 West Lehigh True Vine Baptist Church. We are on a love series right now. But he said something. He said, how many of us can I honestly say that we took time to get to know ourselves? He said, we know where we've been and what we've done, but do we really know ourselves? So on that note, I say get to know yourself, love you, love God, keep it pushing, forget the haters. God bless you.